Today, we're diving deep into a skincare system that makes a pretty huge promise to fight the most advanced signs of aging. We're going to break down the science behind the Mary Kay TimeWise Repair Set, from its powerhouse ingredients all the way to its clinically tested results. So, let's get into it.
It's really the million-dollar question in skincare, right? Can science actually turn back the clock? Well, the regimen we're looking at today says it can. So we're going to unpack that very claim and take a hard look at the science it uses to go after what they call advanced skin aging.
So before we can even talk about the solution, we've got to get really clear on the problem. And look, we're not just talking about those first little fine lines that pop up. The TimeWise Repair Regimen is aimed at something much bigger, the deeper, more complex signs of aging that really settle in over time. And this slide really lays it all out. Of course, you've got the big ones, deep lines and wrinkles. But it's also about those structural things, like when your skin loses its bounce and you see that loss of firmness along the jawline. You'll also see things like skin crepiness, that super thin, almost paper-like texture, and even thinning, more fragile skin. It's really a full-spectrum attack on all the ways our skin shows advanced aging. Okay, so now that we know what we're up against, what's the game plan? Well, at the very heart of every single product in this lineup is a special patented ingredient blend. Think of it like a scientific cocktail, and it's called the Volu-Firm complex. And this quote right here, it perfectly captures the mission. It really frames the whole system as a scientific strategy, one that's built from the ground up to tackle those specific, advanced issues we just talked about, like deep wrinkles and sagging.
So what is this Volu-Firm complex really? Well, the company calls it a perfect union of three key ingredients that are absolutely vital for skin renewal. And the most important thing to get here is that this patented trio isn't just in one hero product, it's the foundation of every single item in the 5-piece set.
Now this is where things get really cool. Let's pop the hood and take a look at this trio of ingredients to see exactly what each one does and why it's so important in this fight against aging. First up, we have something called a biomimetic peptide. Now, biomimetic is just a fancy way of saying it's designed to mimic a natural process that already happens in your body. It's like a special key, custom-made to fit a very specific lock in your skin. In this case, that key unlocks your skin's own natural renewal process to help improve the look of sagging and wrinkles.
Ingredient number 2 is a plant extract from Alpinia galunga. Its main gig is to help out a molecule I'm sure you've heard of, hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is basically like a super sponge for moisture in your skin, and that moisture is what gives it that plump, youthful volume. This extract helps your skin hang on to its natural supply of it.
And the final piece of this power trio? Plant stem cells, which come from a plant called Gotu kola. Their job here is to support the skin's natural framework. The easiest way to think about this is like the scaffolding of a building. It's that deep, underlying structure that gives everything support and firmness. These stem cells are there to help keep that scaffolding strong.
Okay, so we've got the science down. Now, how does all of this actually fit into your real life? Well, the system is laid out as a super consistent morning and night ritual with a very specific order to make sure you get the maximum benefit from every single product. Let's walk through it. In the morning, you've got 4 simple steps. You'll start, no surprise, with the Volu-Firm Foaming Cleanser to get your skin fresh and ready. Step 2 is the Advanced Lifting Serum. This is your potent treatment step. Then, step 3 is absolutely crucial for daytime, the day cream. It doesn't just moisturize, it protects your skin with a broad-spectrum SPF 30. And you finish everything off with the eye renewal cream for that delicate eye area.
Now at night, the routine looks almost identical, but there's one really important swap. The first 2 steps, clean and lift, are exactly the same. But for step 3, you switch out that SPF day cream for the night treatment. And this is a game changer, because the night formula has retinol, which is famous for boosting cell turnover and is designed to work its magic while your skin is in repair mode overnight. And of course, you still finish with that eye renewal cream.
All right, so you commit to this routine, morning and night. What happens? Well, this is where we get to the payoff, the results. And according to the source, this regimen's effectiveness wasn't just based on what people thought. It was actually tested in independent clinical studies over a 12-week period.
And here they are, the big results from those 12-week studies. The findings showed major improvements all over, from a reduced appearance of deep wrinkles to bringing back firmness and elasticity. The key thing here is that these aren't just empty marketing claims. They were actual outcomes that were measured in an independent clinical setting. That adds a lot of weight.
And for anyone out there who has to be extra careful with what they put on their skin, the source also makes sure to point these things out. The entire line is made to be suitable for sensitive skin, it's fragrance-free, it's non-comedogenic, which means it won't clog your pores, and it's been dermatologist tested.
So there you have it, the science, the system, and the results. But after looking at all these complex ingredients and the multi-step routine, it really makes you think about a fundamental truth for any kind of advanced skincare. Is it possible that consistency, just that simple, boring commitment to doing the ritual every single day, is actually the most powerful ingredient of all? Definitely something to think about.